Well, come down here. Welcome in Australia, the country of kangaroos, really wild nature, and very nice people. Actually, we jump into the winter season in the middle of it, but you see that the sunshine in Australia is lasting all over the world. It's gonna be just the perfect condition from the young guns all over the world to come here to compete in 2018 FIM Junior Motocross World Championship. Horsham is the base to visit really most beautiful of Australian nature, such as those olive groves behind me and the very nice mountains well known among the climbing community. And the Horsham as a base to visit this giant koala and the Datswell Bridge. The Horsham as a base to visit spectacular Mackenzie Falls. So welcome in the south of Australia. Max Miller from America and Tomáš Pikard from Czech Republic. Those guys will gonna introduce us to the motocross track here in Horsham. So guys, ready, steady, go!
A short start straight here at Horsham, but it's into a very fast but tight right turn as well. Over the Fox Holeshot line, right there on the crest of the jump, and then immediately past pit lane through the sweeping left. Over a small tabletop, and then a series of different jumps as well. Double combinations through there before the tabletop at the end of the straight. The next left, you can see how hard the ground is as well, hard and slick underneath. Two waves on the exit of the turn. Another small tabletop, more of a plateau jump. Leads the riders to this right-hander over a single to the inside, just to even things out a little bit if you go to the outside. The next straight again, 3 single rollers before hitting this left turn. not much depth in the ground, as you can see from that rut. Huge tabletop here, speed jump, and then we tighten up at the top of the hill as we turn right and then drop down. Bit of an S-bend through here, through this left. Again, another tabletop, single, and then heading slightly up over this crest through the left. Just seems to tighten up as you get to the turn. Very difficult to keep on track there, especially if you overshoot. A single on the exit, down the next straight. A banked right-hand turn. And then onto this series of waves, doubling in through there if you can. Tightening up through the right-hander. Really working the infield part. You can scrub off that tabletop. Single through the turn, 3 more little waves. And then into the left-hander here, just beneath the trees. Banked to the outside. And you can see how the riders are able to utilize different lines. Huge double, working their way back towards the finish line area through this left. A single. And then we've got the jump here, and then the finish line. And that's a lap of Horsham. On board with Ashton Bouchen as Lotte van Drunen, Logan Best and Brando Rispoli make a quick getaway, but it was Marek Vaclav, Czech Republic, with the whole shot. Enzo Temmerman of the USA was second, but he would soon lose ground to Vaclav, who was your leader. Sticky conditions on board here with this rider as he fell behind Rispoli, but Vaclav completely dominated the first race. He was making these tricky conditions look very, very easy indeed. EMX 65 European champion Rispoli on the 217 stayed out of trouble to finish in 6th place. The waved yellows were for Logan Best of the USA. The number 8 fell, and not for the first time in this race. Vaclav was clearly at home with the sticky conditions. As Rispoli, in 6th, looked comfortable for Italy. Behind them, all kinds of things were going on, but the leader was doing a great job at the head of the field. Best fell again for the USA and would eventually come home in 12th. But it was Vaclav who was on fire. He'd opened up a 19-second margin over the impressive Lotte van Drunen, 101 of the Netherlands. But it was Vaclav who eventually came home to win race 1 in very tricky conditions. The Czech Republic rider picking up all 25 points as he crossed the line. Official confirmation then: Marek Vaclav, Lotte van Drunen, Enzo Temmerman, Caden Meneer, Braden Plaith, Brando Rispoli, Jet Alsop and Seth Burchell.
Amazing performance of a young Czech rider. That was big surprise also for you, right?
I am very, very happy.
65cc race 2, back on board with Ashton Bouchen as Vaclav and Rispoli battle for the whole shot. This time it was Rispoli. Thomas Wood, though, ran wide. Vaclav came out in second on board with Bouchen. He falls early in the race. Brando Rispoli, though, was in second. Marek Vaclav was in third. But ahead of them, it was Logan Best, number 8 of the USA, who was leading the way. Only just, though, from the Italian Rispoli. First race, of course, was a nightmare for Logan Best. He fell on a number of occasions, but looking solid in race 2. Jake Cannon of Australia, 18th in race 1, eventually finished 7th in race 2. Under pressure, though, from Braden Plath on his charge through to 2nd. But it was an intense battle for the lead. Best and Rispoli on the number 8 and number 217. Jet Alsop, number 24, 7th in race 1, came home 5th in the second race. So he had a much better ride in front of the fans. Rispoli, your new leader. Best, all of a sudden down in second position. So it must have been a mistake from the American, but would he have the last lap? Enzo Temmerman, number 7 for the USA, was on his way to 4th in the race and second overall as Jet Alsop solidified his 5th place on the number 24 machine. Logan Best, though, out in front once again for the USA. And it was Logan Best who wins race 2, Braden Pleth second, and Brando Rispoli was third.
So that was really well deserved.
Thank you. I got a terrible start, but I mean, I had to win it for Team USA.
So the overall then, Pleth for Australia, Temmerman of the USA, then Brando Rispoli, they were your top 3. Lotte Bandrunen came home 4th, not bad for the young girl. 5th though was Logan Best, his first race keeping him off the overall podium. And the podium looked like this then. Braden Pleth, first overall for Australia. Enzo Temmerman, second overall for the USA. Brando Rispoli, the European champion this year, rounds out the podium in 3rd. Trophies, gold plates, gold medals, prizes from Scott as well. Quite a lot of things to be taken home. Just as well, he doesn't have so far to drive home.
What does it mean for you to have this nice title?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, I couldn't have done it without my family and all my sponsors.
Moving up a gear now, 85cc race 1, a rider stuck in the gate, but through the first turn, number 8, Andrea Viano of Italy with a Foxhole shot. Kader Wolf, second for the Netherlands. On board there with Thomas Peacock, he's buried around about the mid-pack. But a little bit further up, Caden Braswell of the USA, Liam Everts and Viano, rider Di Francesco, all duking it out in the first 4 or 5 places. Everts, though, challenging Braswell for the lead. Di Francesco now to 3rd. Viano doing his best to stay inside the top 5 for Italy on the number 8 machine. And a little bit further back, the young Spaniard rider, Raul Sanchez, on the 252, making his way around the outside to pass Thomas Peacock on his way to 11th for Spain. Good ride for Kay Karsmakers through the field, finding his way past Viano for 5th, but Everts in control at the head of the field on the number 17 for Belgium. A little bit further behind him, Dave Kuiker, 484 from the Netherlands, without goggles, under attack from Camden McClellan for 7th, the European champion this year. Thomas Peacock outside the top 20 now and getting roosted with mud. Kader Wolf up to 2nd for the Netherlands, looking for Everts actually as he came over the jump. The gap now more than 10 seconds, but Everts out on his own at the head of the field. Hitting the lines with absolute perfection and precision. Up on the pegs, just like his old man used to ride. Stefan, of course, a 10-time world champion. Making light work of the sticky but drying conditions. And it was Everts who was victorious in race 1. Fantastic ride for the young Belgian. Second was De Wolf, Braswell 3rd, and Karsmakers, Di Francesco, Viano, McLennan and Kuiker.
Yeah, that was a really amazing run for you. Great, really great performance.
Yeah, well, I got off to a good start, but then after the start I bogged it out. So I came about 4th or something, and then I worked my way up past the Americans and everyone else, and I just got a nice flow. And the track was so awesome out there. The track workers made such good. It was so nice to ride it now. I'm so happy.
85cc race 2 on board with Raul Sanchez. Dave Kuiker up the inside to his left, and I think it's he that's going to go for the Foxhole shot. Ty Keane second, Ryder Kingsford is 3rd. Back on board with Sanchez, loses the position to Everts after a mistake from Kingsford there, who was 2nd. But Deegan Mancinelli jumps from 6th to 3rd in one straight. Shortly afterwards, Everts, suffering a bike problem, would not finish the race. Kuica, Sanchez, West, Ryder Di Francesco, Kader Wolf, all charging their way towards the top end, and McClellan looking like he just found his way past De Wolf there. Battle for second, Raul Sanchez and Brad West there, the 252 and the 45, and continuing to battle their way through as they go after Kuica, your race leader, 484 of the Netherlands. Just behind them, the number 5 and the number 6, the two Americans of Di Francesco and Caden Braswell. McClellan going bar to bar in there as well. Good ride for West. But Dave Kuica leading the way, now under attack from Braswell of the USA. He was third in race 1. They put on a great fight for the fans as well. Was it only a matter of time before the lead changed hands? Your new race leader, Caden Braswell of the USA, on course for picking up the world title, possibly. Looking very stylish. Braswell wins race 2 for the USA. Kuica and McClellan coming home second and third. Not a lot in it between them.
Caden, that was actually very nice ride. It was a pleasure to watch you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was fun. I mean, I got off to a bad start, but put my head down and just ran my hardest race. My buddy Ryder out there, he was giving it his all, and he was doing good too.
Overall classification then, Caden Braswell wins for the USA. Kader Wolf, Kay Karsmackers your top 3. Dave Kuica coming home 4th, and then Camden McClellan just ahead of Ryder Di Francesco. But your top 3 here this weekend, Caden Braswell, United States of America. Kader Wolf 2nd, Kay Karsmackers 3rd. Braswell receiving his winner's trophy from the Mayor of Horsham, Pam Clark. He also collected some Scott goodies as well. Scott, a major supporter of the FIM Junior World Championship over the past few years. Gold plates going back to the US as well, presented by Mr. Tony Skillington. He'll also pick up his gold medal. He is the 2018 85cc FIM Junior World Champion. It's now official. Well, there was a lot of spectacular racing going on right the way through in the 85cc class, but congratulations to Caden Braswell of the United States and the two Dutchies alongside him.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's one thing to win in my country, but it's another to win in a whole nother one out of my element. I mean, it's a blast. I mean, what else can I say? I got a great team behind me, just putting all the work in. May have taken a little vacation before this, but it didn't hurt too much, you know, knock the old rust off.
The gate drop for the 125 Junior World Championship riders. The big boys on board there with Max Miller. But on the exit of the turn, he gets squeezed. But who is it grabs the Fox hole shot? Well, I'll tell you what, that was very close. Guadagnini and Bailey Malkovich fighting for the hole shot, closely followed by Raivo Dankus and Raf Mewison. Riders trying to sort themselves out on the early part of the laps here, but up front there was the 101 of Mattia Guadagnini, the man of the moment in the EMX 125 Championship, pulling away from the rest of the field. Frantic battles further down though, involving Caleb Clifton and Sam Nunn. But here, Bailey Malkovich, third for Team Australia without goggles. Guadagnini of Italy though, up front and doing what we've seen him do on so many occasions this year. The battle for second, Miles Duffy on the 61 and Bailey Malkovich starting to close in third. Definitely giving the home fans something to shout about. A mistake there though, might have been costly. Guadagnini up front, minding his own business on the Husqvarna, riding the 101. Definitely not feeling any kind of pressure here, but Bailey Malkovich now to second. He's just past Miles Duffy. There he is in third. The rest of the riders coming through, but these battles here, Leopold Ambjornsson, 17th in Sweden, the 365 behind him, Sam Nunn in 18th for Team GB. But ahead of them and out on his own, making it very, very easy, Mattia Guadagnini winning race 1 in the 125 class. Second behind him was Bailey Malkovich of Australia. Peter Pollock was third. Rick Elzinga fourth. Thibaut Beniston, Ryvo Dankers, James Scott and Blake Fox, your top 8.
Mattia, that was a really amazing race. You led all the time, so it was your own race since Hallstatt until the end.
Yeah, I take the whole shot and then take a good gap and then lead until the end. I'm so happy. The track was so good, difficult, and then just hope to do another one in the second race.
One, 2, 5, race 2. Back on board with Max Miller, James Scott and Bailey Malkovich jostling down the inside there, and on the exit of the turn it is Bailey Malkovich with the whole shot, followed by Brodie Connolly. Guadagnini there in third place. A little bit further back, Miller fending off Leopold Ambjornsson, but Thibaut Beniston moving past Preston Williams and Ambjornsson by the time they reach the end of the straight. Back on board here with Miller right in the thick of it. But Malkovich leading the way, Guadagnini second, Corey McMahon, the 153, in third. Dante Hyam there, just inside the top 15 for Australia, but the battle for the lead, an intense one. Malkovich just being passed there by Guadagnini. So Guadagnini, the new race leader, and looking to try and make it a double victory here at Horsham. James Scott just flying his way through to 7th after battling with Blake Fox there, and Ryvo Dankers, number 10, back up in 4th though. Corey McMahon of Australia on the 153 machine. Still, it's tense. The battle for the lead. Guadagnini and Malkovich starting to close in that second place on the number 47 Yamaha for Australia. Malkovich is your new leader, so either a mistake or some tiring issues perhaps for Guadagnini. Elzinga just going through in 8th there in orange for the Netherlands, and there's Noah Ferguson 10th in Australia, and Bailey Malkovich heading for victory, and the checkered flag will be all his on home soil as he wins race 2 and is the FIM Junior 125 World Champion. Official confirmation then, Bailey Malkovich wins it, Mattia Guadagnini second, Pollock third, Dankers, Beniston, Elzinga, Scott and McMahon, your top 8.
What a stunning victory you had! That was really amazing, Dan.
Yeah, I got off to another good start and just held my pace, but he was a bit faster than me, but just pressured him all race, made a mistake and gave me the lead, so I'm very speechless and I can't believe I'm world champion.
The 125 podium then looks like this. Bailey Malkovich, your overall winner from Australia. Mattia Guadagnini second for Italy. Peter Pollock third. Of course, Malkovich receiving his winner's trophy there from the Mayor of Horsham. He also gets to collect some Scott goodies as well, including a 550 MX helmet, Prospect goggles, the gear set, which is shirt, pants, gloves, and Softcon body armor. Gold plate as well, delivered swiftly by Mr. Tony Skillington, as well as the gold medal as well. He is your 125cc FIM Junior World Champion.
Good weekend, coming with P2 in qualifying Saturday. 2 good motos today with 2-1 for first overall. It was a big achievement for me, my family and friends and my team, my sponsors, Yamaha Australia, WR Racing, Bulk Nutrients, Pod, Scott, 6D, Fist, Ride Park and everyone else. Yeah, thank you.
Here's how the table looks then in terms of the national team classification. Australia, Netherlands, Italy, USA, New Zealand rounding out the top 5 ahead of Czech Republic, Japan and Great Britain. And a selection of riders from each nation took to the podium. For Italy in third, it was Brandon Rispoli. On the 65, Andrea Viano and Mattia Guadagnini. Second for the Netherlands, Lotte van Drunen, Kay de Wolf and Ryvo Dankers. And for Australia, Braden Plath and the 65s, Brad West and Bailey Malkovich. He looks pretty excited, doesn't he, in there? Young Braden Plath. Got 2 gold plates. One for winning, and he'll get another one for being a part of the Australian winning team. But congratulations to Australia, of course, winning this event on their home soil. Doesn't get any better than that. And that's how you celebrate. Which one do I take home?
Yeah, so very happy with how the team performed across the weekend. We had a total 51 riders in our team, so it was quite a large team, and there was a lot of support in the background helping each other out. Had some fantastic individual results, which gave us our team trophy, which we're very happy with, and couldn't have asked for much more from everybody out there today.
It was a very long weekend, full of great emotions and stunning victories. Those young motocross riders, they just put their milestones in their motocross careers. And of course, they would love to go for the next year. See you then.